Hey friends, I'm back with another brief video. We were doing rogue poisons that you could use even if you're not a rogue, right? If you remember, that was my previous video. So now I'm doing a rogue with poisons that a rogue can use. So let's take a look at the different ones we can try. So there is Bite of the Shissar, and this one you can buy from the poison merchant themselves. Already made. You don't have to make it because you can't actually craft poison until I believe level 20. I could be wrong, so you can feel free to look it up and let me know if I was wrong on this video. I'm cool with that. Then we have other poisons. Now I have a higher level rogue that made these poisons for me. And there is Messenger's Bane. This one is also can be used at level 15 and up. And there is Myrmidon's Sloth, which feel free to correct me if I pronounced that wrong. And this one is a slow. So it, if you're fighting against warriors or, melee DPS, whatever they happen to be, bears or orcs or whatever, this will slow, and the Messenger's Bane will snare. You can only use, have one or the other active with these. But, like for example here, I have Myrmidon Sloth, so I have the slow, and then I do have the Bite of the Shissar also. So you can use both of those at the same time, but you can't have like the snare and the slow at the same time. So, that you got to choose one or the other, snare or slow, but you can have slow and direct damage. So you see I've got my warrior mercenary over there. If you see me healing myself as a rogue, that is just from one of these gems. Yeah, here it is. It is this augment that does strike of health that heals just between 5 and 10 points of damage. Then I have an aug in this weapon that can do 10 points of direct damage. So one heals, one does direct damage. And as you see here, I hit Blood Maw for 157 damage. That is from the Shissar poison, or Bite of the Shissar. You'll also see, like in the mobs window here, there we go, Myrmidon Sloth Poison Strike. It only lasts for a few seconds, but it triggers fairly often. I'm kind of surprised at how often it does activate. It can trigger depending on how long the fight lasts. There it goes again, multiple times per fight. Yeah, so it looks like it's about 10 seconds each time, and it can trigger often enough to where the bear stayed slowed during the whole fight. And when you reach level 20, you can get the upgrades to these poisons, which would be a Bite of the Shissar 2, and then at 25, Bite of the Shissar 3, and you can get the upgrade every 5 levels, I believe, with Bite of the Shissar. And, getting the upgraded poison means it will do more damage. And if you remember the rogue poison that you could use for any class, like the Spider's Bite, that one for level 15 was only doing what, like 85 damage? So this one's doing 157. So it's almost twice the direct damage that the other poison does. Now, of course, only rogues can use the Bite of the Shissar poison. The Spider's Bite, that's a poison a rogue can craft that to give to his friends to give them, better damage also. So a rogue that's into crafting poison, can really raise the level of DPS in a group by passing out vials of poison for everybody to use. So I'm curious how many of you might have done this. I've done it a few times where, I stocked up on some spider bite, and I forgot what the other one was. It's something scorpion. And I passed it around to whoever I happened to group with, and they were like, hey, thanks. I told them what it did, because not everybody knows, which is weird, because this isn't new. It's been around for a while, which is why sometimes I'll make a video about something that a lot of people are like, why is he making a video about this? Everybody knows about this already. You'd be surprised, man. I mean, there are new players learning about Everquest and trying it out for the first time who didn't play back in 1999. They just, they see videos about it on YouTube and they're like, whoa, this looks weird. It's like, it looks old. And then they find out it really is old. It's from 1999. And they're like, but it looks interesting. So they decide to play it. Or there's, players that played back in 1999, but they left maybe after Valius or something like that to play World of Warcraft, and they never seen the newer rogue poisons, because this was released several expansions ago. I don't remember when. It might have been back during Serpent Spine. I think it might have been during Serpent Spine, or maybe just before that. I just remember kind of really loving it when I, learned about it for the first time. So I right away made a rogue, and I was like, oh my god, I am like really kicking butt. I've never seen a rogue be able to do so much damage before. It was really impressive. It kind of like put them back on top, as long as they use the poison. So that's my video. Just remember, you can buy Bite of the Shasar at most any poison merchant, and I think it's at level 20, something like that, where you can start crafting poison yourself. And once you start crafting poison, if you're playing where you got Crescent Reach, you can get your skill up to like 54 for free just by doing the quest up, the trade skill level up quest, whatever you want to call it, the tasks to get your skill up to like 54, and then you can go to Freeport and work on getting your trophy, your toxicology trophy. It's always good to do it when your skill is at 54, because once you get up to 100, that next level trophy might be harder to do. The toxicology trophy is already kind of a pain in the ass, because there are a lot of ingredients that you got to run around all over freaking Norath to get. Mostly, I think Everfrost is the worst, because you got to get those Carnal corns or whatever the hell they are that only drop off Orc Shaman, and Orc Shaman are already kind of a rare spawn there, and I really hate getting that one ingredient. It's always the biggest pain in the ass, but it's probably still better than trying to do the trophy later. So anyway, I hope this video helped you. As you get like later in levels, there's even different poisons I keep wanting to call them potions, sorry, poisons that do different things. But these are the two, most basic utility poisons that I like to use, that can snare or slow. And like I said, there's the bite of the Shasar that is your direct damage. So try those out. Tell me what you think. If you liked this video, if you didn't know about the poisons, or you might have learned anything new, please thumbs up. You got any criticism on thing I can do better in the video, feel free to say, hey, that's not the greatest video I ever saw, and here's why. Here's what you can do better. Then I'm all about that too. You could just say, hey, you suck, and that's fine too, but you should try to tell me how I suck. Is it because I'm not swallowing, or is it because I fumble on words like Donald Trump sometimes? I don't fucking know. But I do know that I'm trying. That's all I can say. So you all have a fucking awesome day and a wonderful tomorrow. I'll see you in the next video.